After a proper session at the pub last night, I was rudely awakened by my neighbour. He was mowing the grass. I thought, sod it, he can just mow round me. I wasn't that close with my father when he passed away. It was quite lucky really, because he stood on a landmine. What's the difference between a politician and a flying pig? The letter F. I was driving down the road yesterday and I seen my mother-in-law getting tapped by about, it must have been 7 blokes. Mrs. said to me, "Aren't you going to help?" I said, "No, 7 should be enough." My mother-in-law came round last night. I said to her, "Staying long?" She said, "Just long enough until I get on your nerves." I said, "Oh, so you're not even having a cup of tea then?" What's the difference between outlaws and in-laws? Outlaws are wanted. What are spiders great at on a computer? Making a website. My mother-in-law says she's going to dance on my grave when I pass away. Little does she know, I'm getting buried at sea. How many mother-in-laws does it take to change a light bulb? Just one. She just holds it while the world revolves around. I said to my wife last night, "Grab your coat, I'm going to the pub." She said, "Oh, you're taking me?" I was like, "No, I'm turning the heating off." What's the difference between your mother-in-law and a vulture? A vulture waits until you're dead until it picks your bones. My mate said his mother-in-law's an angel. I said he's lucky, mine's still alive. 50-year-old billionaire goes into a pub with his 20-year-old girlfriend. His mate says, "How did you get a girlfriend that young?" He says, "I lied about my age." He said, "What, you told her you were 40? No, he said, "I told her I was 90. I'm not saying my pub's rough, but first prize in the pub quiz is a 2-week alibi. Guy walks into a pub, roll of tarmac under his arm, says to the barman, "I'll have 2 pints please, 1 for me and 1 for the road." Guy walks into a bar with a steering wheel down his pants. Barman says to him, "Do you know you've got a steering wheel down your pants?" Guy says, "Yeah, it's driving me nuts." Guy walks into a bar, orders a pint, sits in the corner, nice and quiet. Barman comes over, says, "You alright, mate? You look a bit down." Says, "Yeah, my missus has just left me for my best mate." He goes, "Oh, really?" He goes, "Who's your best mate now then?" He goes, "You're pouring it." Took my wife for a COVID test the other day. Doctors just rang me back this morning, said, "I think we've made a bit of a mistake and mixed the results up with another patient. I'm not quite sure whether she's got COVID or Alzheimer's." I was like, "Oh, okay, what am I meant to do now then?" He said, "Best thing to do, take her for a nice long walk, leave her. If she comes back, don't answer the door." Just got off the phone with my best mate. Just told me his missus has been having an affair. Apparently, she was top of her class at home economics.